the best part of retirement is? Not having to get a haircut. Welcome back to Fire Service Warrior. Thank you again for taking time to visit with me and check out what we're doing here as we reboot and relaunch fireservicewarrior.com, the Fire Service Warrior YouTube channel. I want to talk today about a topic that I was starting to explore before I got hurt. And it's something that I will come back to time and time again is really critical for firefighters. Sleep. I was saying a couple of years ago, it's been a while, I was saying some years ago that in my opinion, sleep is the new SCBA. What we learned in the 70s and 80s about the importance of self-contained breathing apparatus is what I think we are beginning to learn about the importance of sleep. And I'm going to give a very quick, down and dirty version of this, and maybe we'll explore it more in detail later if it's something that you guys are interested in. The human animal evolved to get a solid period of sleep for rest and recovery. And as firefighters, as emergency responders, folks in that trade deal with a lot of sleep deprivation, a lot of interrupted sleep, and a lot of sleep deficits. So here's the down and dirty version of why sleep matters. When you go to sleep, your body begins to synthesize hormones like melatonin. Melatonin is a precursor hormone for prolactin. And prolactin is a precursor hormone for serotonin. Serotonin is the chemical that your brain releases to improve your sense of well-being. Think about the number of firefighters, police officers, nurses doing shift work, folks with disturbed or upset sleep cycles that you have known over the course of time, who have dealt with irritability, anger, depression. Many of these issues come back to hormonal imbalances that are in part, that are contributed to by our poor sleep habits. So, real quick, down and dirty, not a doctor, not a registered dietitian, simply a guy talking from his own experience. What are some of the things that I do and have done to work on my sleep? First off, sleep hygiene. Find yourself the darkest place possible to sleep. Make it as cool as possible. Many people want to sleep somewhere around upper 60s, let's call it. I like 68 degrees. You might like 69. Regardless, cool, dark place. Try to establish sleep habits that will prime you for sleep. That does not mean sitting on your phone, looking at Facebook, watching a YouTube video, any of these things, till all hours. It means shutting the devices off, getting away from that harsher light, giving your brain time to mentally relax, but also giving your body time to dial back its daylight settings and get ready for sleep. If this is something you guys want to talk about more, let me know. I'm happy to go in and do a detailed video on sleep. But sleep hygiene, sleep habits, two really critical things. I know post-injury, I've also dealt with some really disturbed sleep cycles. And when my sleep is bad, everything else is worse. My migraines are worse, my mood is worse, my depression is more acute. All of those things get out of whack when my sleep is bad. And I'm willing to lay every dollar in my pocket that when your sleep is bad, you know it. You don't feel as good, and not just as cognitively sharp because you're unrested, but mentally and emotionally. If we see somebody who we know that's struggling with symptoms like depression, PTSD, anxiety, Get them to take a nap. It's not going to solve it, but sometimes it helps. Get them to think about their sleep. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm just a guy who's been trying to study and learn how to manage all of these things in his own life. And then I share that stuff. So, I hope you find that useful. I hope it helps. As always, thank you for your support. Thank you for visiting fireservicewarrior.com and the Fire Service Warrior YouTube channel. Please check out what my partner Sean and I are doing over at adultacademy.org and on the Adult Academy YouTube channel. We tie a lot of this information together and how those of us who have spent time in the emergency response community and the fire service community are able to take some of these same lessons and apply them in the rest of our lives. That's it for now. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Cheers.